opened my own restaurant. Disaster. Oh my God. So now I'm 2 daughters in, married a few years, and my wife's about to have our third child. 6 weeks before that birth, I opened a restaurant called Casa Camarón in the city of Carson, and I thought I knew enough, and I had gone back to business school, and I was studying business, and I was testing all these theories and things and making them pragmatic and all the knowledge from the family business. I jumped in, I opened this restaurant, and I didn't get paid. I couldn't pay myself. I tried to pay everybody else, but I couldn't pay myself because we just weren't cutting it for, gosh, like over a year, and eventually we had to close that down. Came really close to bankruptcy. The only plus was I had created a corporate catering business out of it, and that was a learning experience for me. But ultimately, I ended up having to return to the family business. My dad's gone now, and one of my aunts, his youngest sister, was kind of really looking out for me and helping me out. She was like, if you want to do this, you should do it now. You might not have another chance. And then I came back to work for the family, and she passed away very unexpectedly. And so nobody really understood what she was doing running the finances of the business. And so they came to me because you went to college, you ran your own businesses, can you help us out? We're really good at running the business as far as filleting the fish, cooking the fish, serving the fish, shrimp trays, and all that stuff. But we just don't know what she was doing in the office. Like all that sit down at a desk stuff seemed kind of lazy and ridiculous to us. Maybe you could help us figure it out. And so here I am sitting at her desk with my sister, who was sort of her administrative assistant. I'm like, so what was she doing? I don't understand what she was doing. And as we're looking through it, she's like, well, here's some stuff that I think it's insurance. I don't know what to do. Oh, I worked in an insurance company. We need to get this paper signed, and this is how this works. And she goes, I think this is banking. Oh, I worked in a bank. I understand how this works and what we need to do here. And so I had this total goosebump moment that if I hadn't left and tried all these other career paths that failed for me, whether it was the business I tried to open or the banking and insurance background, all that information gave me, or all those experiences gave me information I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I was able to sit down in her chair and help reinvent the role that she had as our director, CFO of the company. And it gave me a really good insight into what our business was doing and how I could be part of it. And as a result of that, we were able to take the business in a different direction, keep it open during a whole bunch of terrible times. And the way I saw it was this was an opportunity to change this into what I think would be a media company by telling our stories. And that led to sort of this evolution of how do we become a national brand. I created a retail line of products. We had them in about 6,000 grocery stores at one point. It was a meal kit, 3 meal kits actually we created. We packaged our seasoning, we packaged our sauces. We started to sell those online. And all this made for great stories. And what I realized was nobody knew who we were, what we're doing. If I looked on what was becoming social media and I listened to the stories or read the stories that people were telling about us, oh, they're like a swap meet down in Tijuana. I'm like, where did that come from? That's not our family story at all, but we weren't telling our story. We let the customers tell the story, and they made up all kinds of stories. So what I did was got involved with social media and used my storytelling background, something that I had been studying in my business classes for some time. And eventually that led to what became Kings of Fish. And eventually that got onto Amazon Prime. So how did we create a TV series on Amazon Prime? Well, stick around. I'm going to tell you all about it next time.